I'm really glad to have you in this webisode. It means a lot to me. Thanks a ton for squeezing out time from your busy schedule, really busy schedule. And it has been ages that we got to see each other. So, ma'am,
True.
why don't you acquaint yourself to our viewers?
Okay, yeah. First, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to this chirpy little girl, and it's such an honor, to be on your podcast, and it's actually lovely. So, yes, I am Debanjana Sinha Roy, and I'm associated with Don Bosco School, Alaknanda, New Delhi, right now. I am the PGT English teacher over there, and I'm also the subject coordinator for the primary section, English. Yes, and that's what the faculty list of the school website says. But beyond that, there are several other roles which we all kind of play, and I call myself an expressionist because I I love expressions. I love my emotions. I validate my emotions, others' emotions also. So yes, much of an empath and an expressionist, and therefore I am into several cultural activities as well, and yeah, and a lot of public speaking
Right.
activities which take place in the school and beyond. So I absolutely love the vibe to be with the youth, the energy that comes. It's very, very infectious. So that's who
Mhm.
I am.
What inspired you to become an English teacher? Why this profession?
Um, Actually, it just happened, it was not a thought of plan. I kind of grew up on this particular subject. My maternal grandfather, I fondly called him Dadu, like as in all Bengali households. Yeah, so he was a student of English literature. He studied from then Hindu College, now Presidency University,
Mm.
and he kind of fed me with Shakespearean
It is in your
plays and
gene.
stories and plots. So I never heard tales of Cinderella or Snow White
Get
or,
it.
for example, Red Riding Hood. I grew up on Portia.
Hmm.
I kind of was told you do not be like Ophelia. Okay, and
Okay.
yeah. So
Wow.
those were like I was being guided down the road that you take this lane because this is Rosalind's lane. You
Okay.
take this lane because this is Portia's lane.
Right.
Okay, so it was like this, and I used to be given examples like not to be vulnerable like Ophelia, not to be
Hmm.
vulnerable like Desdemona. So I grew up on
Wow.
those stories. I derived my strength from the Shakespearean heroines. So uh, I think that kind of already made a world for me where I
Right.
was already living. Okay, so I was already living, and it was just like the neighborhood park was my forest of
Hmm.
Arden. So it was like that.
Absolutely. Wow.
So that's how I got into it, and then there came a particular teacher in my life. She is no more with us right now.
So
We
sorry.
kind of, yeah, we lost her this year in the
Okay.
month of May.
Okay.
Miss Anuradha Roy Chaudhary. She is the one who kind of uh, the fuel was already there, and she just had to light it up, and she did that. And I kind of thought, I told my mom that this is it, this is who I am, and this is what I want to do. I
Get
never
it.
said this is what I want to be. Okay, so this I said that this is what I am and this is what I'm going to do.
Excuse me.
Because my father used to be very was very upset when I left science and I
All
chose
Bengali fathers
English.
are like that. Why?
Yes, yes. Because they want their daughters to be doctors and their sons to be engineers. My father at least wanted that from me, and I was pretty decent in studies, and my science was also good. But I was not I am not a science person. Now, if that is what
I
I'm
feel the
not, I
energy.
can't be. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So, so that's what
We are born from
I told him.
stories, so just
True,
try to visualize it.
true.
Your daughter can never be a good
Never be.
scientist.
Yeah,
Oh
true.
my God.
So that's how it was, and that's how I'm into this profession. And also, why school and not college? Because many of
Right,
them have
answer that.
asked me actually.
Mhm.
Um, it's because I like this age group. I feel that they
Yeah,
have a lot to give, a lot to
right.
offer,
Absolutely.
and I can kind of, even I have a lot to offer to them.
We
So it's a
connect
kind of a very,
somehow. True.
yeah, it's a very happy exchange. Okay.
Absolutely.
And because I have, see, I began my career with primary.
Okay.
I have taught middle school.
Okay.
I have taught high school and now higher secondary, and I absolutely love this particular age group
The
because
best
of the
thing
connect.
is you meet them again in the following classes because you have been teaching them throughout from the sprouting time
Yeah,
to the harvesting time, isn't it? Oh, wow. That's
and it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and the kind of ideas that they will, perk you up with.
right.
It's phenomenal.
That's
You,
how we
I,
enjoy being a teacher because we have them. The classroom
yes.
time is every day is Durga Puja day.
Yeah, true. I feel like even if I am going empty when I start in the
Absolutely.
morning, I come back a lot
Absolutely.
fuller,
True, true,
you know.
true. It's so much
So
from
yes,
them. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Too many ideas, too many perspectives,
True.
and all of them kind of hold a place somewhere, if not in your heart, maybe in your mind, or
Absolutely.
maybe it's traveling somewhere in nervous system, but it has a place. So
Absolutely, Ram.
yeah, I think that is the reason why I'm here.
Yeah. Moving a little into a serious portion of talk, that is,
Oh
ma'am,
no, no, no,
reading.
no.
I love that, but we have to talk.
Okay, fine,
But
go ahead,
you
shoot.
will, you will, you will take it into an interesting realm. I'm sure about that, even with this question,
I
and
love
which
the
is,
confidence.
see, reading books is exhausting nowadays. That's what few say,
Ah,
isn't it? I feel it around me. How can a non-reader fall in love with reading? Any specific genre to begin with, or any other tips? Like, why from you? Why this question from you, or to you rather? Because you are a reader. You came from, you sprouted from reading books, so you know the sunshine of reading, the sunshine of a reader. Please help the non-readers to read. I mean, I couldn't much inculcate, although we try to make it very dramatic, we try to be the character, we try to be the setting also, we cite, we be the screen, watch the movie, this is the movie. Still sometimes now,
I know, I know,
specifically in science sections that we were talking
I know.
about the previous day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Science sections, though, English is considered a redundant subject. Let me
Absolutely.
be very frank.
Very true.
Okay, English is taken up the evening prior to the exam. And उसमें पढ़ने को है क्या? That's
Abs-
the thing. कि, ma'am, you have explained everything. We know the summary, and therefore we will be able to write.
it's no more a celebration for a
So
few of them.
no, no, it is not. So what I do is I kind of gel my English classes, mix up my English classes, make it a wonderful cocktail with a lot of references from the real world and my
Mm,
personal anecdotes and relating it to them, which kind of helps in a
true,
way. But
true,
that is the class setting. Now, if you are specifically talking about reading as a hobby, taking up reading books, it's very difficult these days because see, we are such voracious readers, we are such avid readers because we did not have Netflix at that point of
true.
time,
That's a
or
distraction.
we did not have Hotstar or Amazon at that point of time.
True, true.
So we used to gobble up books, like,
We ate
devouring
them
books.
through
Yeah,
that.
it's exactly like that. So we used to devour books, right? So now what happened now is that there is so much of idea being fed, audio visual, that
Mm,
the patience of sitting with a book and turning pages, that has kind of faded and reduced a lot. So I think one very important part, which which has a very significant role in a student's life, is the library, the school library, with
mm,
all sorts of reading activities. Bring in audiobooks, get them into listening to stories, and give them challenges to read that particular page and then move on to the next page and then gel it with the audiobook, something
mhm,
like that.
mhm, mhm.
Or maybe book reading club, a book club, something of that sort.
Right.
Like, I inculcate a lot of movie screenings for my students,
Okay.
and once if they like the movie, I say,
Mm,
please read the book because you'll get to know a lot more perspectives,
right.
and then give me a comparative study. I give them a project,
Yes. Yeah.
and I tell them that you write a review, you kind of do a critical appreciation
I
of the book
remember
and the.
giving exactly this project maybe in Asian International School. That how do
Mhm.
you differentiate them? Because there are certain episodes which are not even there in the movie.
Yeah, I remember I did that with All the Light We Cannot See,
Okay.
and I did that with The Lying Life of Adults, because that's a very
Wow.
interesting book. I think I was telling you about Elena Ferrante the other
Hmm,
day.
hmm, hmm.
Read her, Lying Life of
I
Adults. It's
didn't
brilliant,
begin.
and the movie is there on Netflix.
Okay.
So they couldn't do justice to the book because a book is a book and the movie is a movie.
True.
You can't take in so much of it, but they did a wonderful job. So I do that. I did it with
Okay.
Boy in the Striped Pajamas. So those are the things which I kind of do, and it works. And for the early readers, I would always suggest, the genre that I'll suggest is mystery, because mystery kind
Okay.
of brings in an instant gratification.
And they
They
need it
are,
now. Nowadays,
yeah,
it's
they
so
are
much
not
in them.
mature. Yeah, they're not mature enough to wait for the culmination of
Patience is
the
less.
reading and
True.
all that.
True.
So give them mystery, give them that adrenaline rush,
Mm,
let them get that hype, and let them get into the action mode. So that, I think, is a wonderful, wonderful genre to begin with. Mystery, any day.
mystery. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, English is sometimes a little challenging for a few students. How do you make it enjoyable and readable in the classroom for people who are not
Um,
toppers in English? They really struggle. Like in few of the school where I have worked. Uh,
See, English has to be a skill. It's not a subject, it's a
hmm,
skill.
they
So it
need to
has
know
to
the
be
language
taught
first.
as a skill. They have to be taught as a skill. So that is the reason why um I think right from the very beginning, in the
Mm,
formative years,
mhm.
start teaching English as a skill, make it
Right.
interesting with a lot of storytelling sessions. Storytelling is one particular thing
And where
which is.
communication is important because it doesn't come from there mostly, it goes from here. In few
Yes,
schools,
yes.
congratulatingly, all the students are English speaking children, even in the corridor. So, but in
Yeah,
few
true,
schools, they didn't. I wouldn't say they do not, take up with this practice. It's like it slips off somehow.
true. Um, that is one thing, I always believe in strategizing. Strategize
Okay.
your lesson plans. See, we can't just walk into a class with a structured lesson plan and blindly follow that lesson plan and come back. We know that. You also know, I also know that
It's always a
English
cooking
doesn't.
skill. You
Yeah,
need
yeah. It doesn't
spices.
have a lesson plan. We have to customize it accordingly, you know. So now the thing is that one thing I told you for the little ones, I think storytelling works brilliantly well because
Hmm.
they kind of get hooked up into voice modulation
Connect.
and and kind of the dramatization of it and all that. Give them games, give them
Okay.
reading games. Like for example, when I'm reading a story, or for example, a particular group of students they are reading a story, you will be one particular character, you will be one particular character in page one. Page two,
Wow.
next row, you will be that particular character, you'll be that
Age-wise
particular
role
character.
play. Got
Yeah.
it.
So now, the when the page turns, I'm not going to tell you, okay, you start reading. You got to start reading immediately. So they
Got
are
it.
hooked. Their attention is hooked. They are
Hmm.
waiting for their part to arrive.
Correct.
So that is something which kind of hinges the attention process, right? And
And that
also for
makes the
the,
class very interesting, you know. Creates
yeah,
a lot
it
of
does.
memory for you.
Yeah, it does. And with this, with the seniors, with the young adults, I use a concept which is kind of this based on design thinking. Design thinking
You were
strategy is
telling
a
him about
new,
it, right?
yeah, it's a new thing. I recently completed my uh, uh, one particular executive MBA in leadership,
Okay.
educational
Wow.
leadership
All
from
right.
IIM Calcutta. So
Congratulations.
thank you. I learned it over there and I kind of used it in my classes and it worked. It worked brilliantly
Could
well.
you just give a snippet of it?
Yeah, quickly, for example, I write the word failure on the
Okay.
blackboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I tell them, draw failure.
Okay.
See how it looks like. Give it a shape, a size,
Mm-hmm.
a face, okay? Or I give them, say, you bring Lego blocks, okay?
Mm.
And you make a structure which looks like failure,
Mm.
or you make a comic strip which will define failure for you. So that kind of you design it, design
True.
thinking. So basically, whatever your thoughts are,
Mm.
you put it into a design,
And that
and
itself
then
takes the
we,
form of language in the head.
yeah,
It
yeah,
starts
it takes a
speaking to
form of
itself.
language in the head,
Mhm.
and then once that is formed, you take it up as a group discussion. So it works beautifully in your
Brilliant.
expression skills also.
True, true, true.
So that is how I kind of teach English, and it somehow works.
Mm,
It
of
does
course it
work,
would. It would work.
Yeah,
So that
it
takes
works.
me to this question that we have pieces of um, pieces that makes us reminisce our past tense. So from the
Mhm.
memory lane that repeat itself in our dinner table or in a friendly talk, from there, could you share a memorable classroom moment that has stayed with you?
See, there are plenty actually.
You are a teacher and we are a language
Yeah.
teacher.
Mm,
We would have so many. One that you would
true.
want to
One
place.
thing, one particular incident which I very, very clearly remember and very fondly remember,
Mhm.
it has got nothing to do with teaching English,
Mhm.
or it has got nothing to do with my subject. It is about this fading virtue called empathy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have
Wow.
this very
Fading virtue.
famous, yeah, true. I have this very famous bottle of mine which I kind of carry to all the classes. The entire school knows that that's my bottle because eventually I keep it somewhere and then I forget. And then my students are kind
Students
enough
who would
to,
be watching this now are into laughters. Okay.
so they are always kind enough to run after me and say, "Mom, mom, mom, your bottle." So the sweethearts they are. So that once happened. I think I it was the second period or so, and then I had continuous classes till the break. So the third period, the fourth period, and then the break. So as usual, I kind of forgot my bottle in a particular class 11. Okay. And then I hop, skipped, and jumped to another class
Hmm.
and then to another class. And somehow that bottle didn't come to me. Okay. Uh, so after talking so much, after the fourth period, it's the break time. So what happened was I came back during break and I was literally panting and I was parched, you know. It's
I
like
know.
it felt dry. I was parched and
Because we
I
keep
was just
speaking a
long.
lot and we
Yeah, yeah,
forget we
yeah.
are thirsty.
Yeah, exactly. And we speak so much and with all our voice modulations, so like from whispers to a shriek and all the dramatics that I do.
Things.
So so that I came back and I wanted to have a sip of water, but I saw that the bottle is there on my table. So that
Okay.
kind soul, whoever that person is, has kept the bottle on my table, but I knew that it was empty because last time
You left it
I
empty.
sipped, yeah, I left it empty. So I knew that I have to go fill up the bottle and then drink water. So I was prepared. And then I took it like this. And when I took it, I thought that it was empty, but then it felt heavy. So I
Get
could
it.
feel that it was filled up. Okay.
Sweet.
And my blessings
I
for
can
that
already
particular
see the
person.
later half of the
Yeah,
story.
yeah. And I don't even know till date who did
Oh,
that, right?
cute.
And I opened and I the first sip was like,
Oh.
it was like ambrosia. Yeah, it's like that
You know
ambrosia, that
that
elixir of
blessings
life.
that come out
Yes.
from your energy to
It
that little
did. It did.
baby.
It
How
did. It
sweet.
did. Okay. So, and, all of this in a boys' school. When the world
Wow.
says that the boys do
Masculine is
not feel
feelingless.
anything, yeah,
I
they
keep
don't have
preaching this to
feelings, they do,
everyone.
true, true. They don't have sentiments, they don't have emotions, they will never
Oh,
feel like a girl would do. Okay,
how
that one
sweet.
particular boy has done that. I always address them as gentlemen. I do
Ah,
not
yeah.
call them boys.
You're telling
Okay,
me about it.
I go into a class, I greet them as good morning, gentlemen,
Oh,
and I always call them gentlemen. Like I remember
keep
one day
hearing
I
that and
went.
it manifests itself.
It does. It does. I do believe in manifestations a lot, positive hummings a lot
Hmm.
myself. So I know that when you call someone something, that kind of touches the entire soul system of that particular person's presence, of that particular person's being. So you call them gentlemen, they will behave like a gentleman with you
One day.
one
Absolutely.
day. And I already get it. I already get
Because
that
you have been
particular.
practicing this every day.
Yeah, yeah.
It has
So
been
I
right.
it's like that. So that story, that particular episode of this water bottle filled up, is something that often gets repeated in the dinner table. And I always tell my son, remember this, and remember that that particular person has not even thought about it, and he has probably forgotten that he did fill up my water bottle, but I remember it. So you can be kind to a person and you can forget that act of kindness, but to whom you were kind, that person will remember it
True.
lifelong.
True. Absolutely.
So that is something that is very close to my heart.
So, in today's world where English is not just a subject but a life skill, you help students use it beyond exams. You
We all
gave the
do,
answer.
we
We
all do,
all do.
we all do. Yes.
So, what is the most common mistake students make in English and how can they overcome it? The very repetitive mistake.
uh One very common mistake they make is that they don't understand tautology. So reply back, revert
Mm.
back. Okay. That is something which I keep on correcting. Another mistake is coping up with, okay, coping, not coping with, but coping up. Okay. So you cope with the problem, you don't cope
Right.
up with the problem, right? So that is something. And another is the common verb mistake, the fact that did makes the next verb already past. So
Yes, did
I
went.
I didn't came. So that kind of a
Yeah.
mistake, I think that has to be corrected right from the very beginning.
Mm.
And the only way to do it is to write. Make them write. Make them
Okay.
write. Okay, make them write and make them read what they are writing.
Mm.
And once they get into the flow of writing, even if you do not correct it, even if they get into the flow of writing, the moment they start expressing themselves, I think writing comes back on track all the time.
Absolutely.
So I always, always tell them, express yourself, write diaries,
Sure.
journals, make a
Yes.
note of
True.
one or two sentences of what you are feeling at that very
That should be done
moment.
every day.
Every
Just
day
a
and
line.
so many times in a day.
Just a
Keep a
line an
diary
hour.
close to yourself. You
True.
don't like that
True.
person, scribble. I don't like that
Exactly.
person. You know,
Correct.
that kind of
Writing
helps
a
with that
letter to self. Absolutely.
reaction response also. We tend to react, but if you can wait and if you can write in your diary and you wait for 48 hours and then you speak to that person, that will always be a response and never
Exactly
a reaction.
right.
At that very moment, you tell that person, it'll
Scribble down your
always be
anger.
a, yeah, yeah. Channelize it in the right manner.
Absolutely.
And I always tell the parents also, please give them some space. Let them write their
Yeah.
diary. Don't peep into it. Don't read it.
And that is
Let
how
them
they
be.
also stop talking to their parents. They stop communicating with their elders. They stop confiding in with their elders. You
I
know?
know, I know. I was teaching that poem, Father to Son.
Right.
Okay, and I just asked them all, how many of you would prefer to have your dinner inside your room, in your room? You don't want to go out for dinner in the dinner table, and you
Oh,
want to have it in your room. And there were about 85% hands were raised. This is the condition now.
unfortunate.
Yeah, very, very. So, who are the ones responsible? Yeah, both of us, but they are
Both of
immature.
us.
We are
We
mature.
should
So, we
teach
have
them.
to deal with it
Even
in a
sometimes
mature
love
manner.
has to be taught. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you have to.
By loving them. That's
True.
how you need to
Absolutely.
teach anything. Just preaching will never help.
Surrender.
Practice it.
True,
Practice
true,
it.
true, true.
The moment you practice it, you are going to, and uh, children, they see whatever they see, they inculcate. So whatever they are seeing at home, they will be very okay with it in their
Right.
lives. So if they see patriarchy
Insensitivity
being
also.
followed,
Hmm.
they will think that is
It's
how
okay.
it should be.
Fine.
you know
True, true, true.
so just make sure that you are setting up the best possible example, but at the same time make them feel responsible,
Hmm.
make them feel mature, so that they also deal with it in a more mature way. So they love responsibilities. Children love responsibilities. The
Absolutely.
naughtiest kid in the class should be made the monitor. He'll
I'll tell
become
you,
responsible.
I was going to tell you this.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And nowadays, they have so much kept themselves off the track of speaking, that speech is lost. Speaking
True.
confidently is lost, and they struggle with it.
Mm.
So to that, if you could, what is your take on that? If you could just give away certain practical tips that can help them speak again, like speak out or write down things, however, nobody's judging
Speaking,
you.
speaking is something which has to be done on a very regular basis. And I think English teachers play a very
Very
crucial role in this. Okay.
absolutely
Uh, Ask them to come up with their perspective,
true.
raise a debate in the class, and see the
Analysis
zeal
should come
with
from
which
them
they work.
also.
And
Absolutely.
let it be in a casual setup. Don't
Hmm.
make it formal.
Right.
Don't. Okay, let the debate be with just the points and not the articulation.
Right.
Let there just be a rebuttal. You also participate in a debate. You
Hmm.
say, fine, the entire class is for the topic, I'm the one against the topic. Let's see, man
Right.
versus wild. I do
True.
it in my class.
Absolutely.
And they
So do
laugh at
I.
it. Ma'am, man versus wild? Is it really? Yeah, woman versus wild. Let's do it. So, and they do it. And then they ask questions which will unnerve you, which will
Hmm.
make you think so much. You
Which
sometimes,
tells you that they have a
uh,
lot in them. It's
Ah,
just
yeah, yeah,
something is stopping them from growing up, from being
yeah.
more sensible than you are.
Yeah, and I give a lot many chances to the non-speakers. Like for example,
Hmm.
all English teachers, again, me not an exception,
Hmm.
we are responsible for the compares in a program. The comparing
Right.
is on us. So I kind of always do not take the seasoned speakers. If
That's
there
so
is an
good.
informal setup,
That's so good.
like for example, there's this cultural fest that we have in the month of August. It's
Hmm.
called Bosco Fiesta.
Okay.
So roughly about 23, 25 schools from Delhi NCR participate in the
Okay.
various,
Wow.
it's a 2 days event, 2 day
Okay.
event.
Okay.
And the comparing also has a skit in it. It's based on a theme.
Huh.
So I kind of plan the entire event based on a particular theme. So, like for example, one year it was a cruise ship. So all
Hmm.
the compeers were like dressed up as captains and
Wow.
crew people and crew members. And last year the theme was music. So they were all dressed up
Choir
from the
attires.
choir attires, disco,
Oh
okay,
wow. That's
funk,
fun.
okay, pop. Then there were the opera
Even
singers
this
who
is
were dressed.
also counted. This can be counted as an activity of language. You are
Yeah, it
connecting
does.
them
I do
to
it.
linguistics.
True, I do it. This
True.
year it was lights, camera, compete. So this
Oh,
year it was cinema. So the first day was Bollywood and the second day was Hollywood. And the
joy.
entire thing, right from the gate to the auditorium decor to our passes, okay, those were all like designed as movie tickets. Everything is taken care of in that way.
You
And
remind
my,
me of Ruchi Joshi, ma'am of Lotus Valley International School. She would
okay,
focus on Bollywood and make the whole theme cinematic, as if
yeah,
it's
it's
you
wonderful.
feel
It's
the
wonderful.
soul of, yeah.
Huh. My compeers were dressed like Shakal. Okay, they were
Acha.
dressed like Mogambo. They were
Okay,
dressed like
they
Crime
became
Master
the
Gogo.
characters.
Yeah, and they were delivering, you know, not their dialogues, but yeah, the flavor was that dialogues were ours. It was blended like that, and then some of them were dressed as
However,
Charlie Chaplin.
wow.
The mask, and even for example, uh, 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 Hardy, okay, Laurel and Hardy, and so many of the characters, so it's
Juxtaposition
fun
of
actually. Yeah,
differences. True.
yes.
So
Norman
how?
Bates as well.
Okay. What
Yeah.
challenges do you face during these period of time being an English teacher, especially in keeping students engaged? These examples are very engaging. So you must be facing few challenges. Like I face challenges like they straight away say, "Oh no, we have to study. We have our exams going on, etc."
I too
So what
I
would
too
be
face these
it's a
challenges.
big
Even I
denial from them?
face the same challenges. But then I tell them that you have to venture out into the world one day. And
Hmm.
then your marks is not the only thing that's going to count. You go for an
Of
interview in an
course, marks is
MNC.
important, but then
It
commit
is, it
yourself to
is. It is. But what about your personality? What
exactly,
about your grooming? Like think
exactly,
about it, Shumagna. It's
absolutely.
like you're going for an interview, okay? And I am suppose a 97 percentile holder, and
Hmm.
you
Or a
are a
67
90,
percentile.
maybe you are at an 87 or something of
Hmm.
that sort, and I have zero communication skills, and you're floored with your
Because of my
communication skills.
participation.
Yeah. So any day
True,
they're going to choose you
true,
over me because that
absolutely.
87 can be brought up to that 97 with a lot of training and, hard work and focus and everything. But a person who doesn't have communication skills right from the very beginning, it's very difficult
We'll be
to make
nowhere
that
actually.
person, and it's difficult to
True,
unlearn rather than to learn.
true.
So unlearning is
Even we
very
are doing
difficult a
that.
process.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's a
So I
life process. It takes a lifetime sometimes. Like,
I know, I know.
Becomes
I
very
do
rigid.
face this challenges. They outright say, ma'am, Saturday I can't come for practice. Saturday I can't
Exactly.
come to school. I have my tuitions, especially the science ones.
And
But
you
then
can't
if you
question
can,
them because,
no, you can't. You
right,
can't.
it's
I know.
their
But
priorities, you see.
yeah, but if you actually find the right people and you pitch in the
Hmm.
right idea,
Right.
the toppers will also get into it, and the way, the kind of hard work they can put in. Oh
Right.
my God, this time for Bosco MUN, boys
It's always
worked,
a teamwork with
till
the
two
students.
o'clock in the
Wow.
morning. Okay, they
Nevertheless.
and they were like happy about it, and they said, "Ma'am, we are learning so many new things." Science
Absolutely.
students, okay, bagged the topper award in school. Okay, the second, I think the first runner-up, I think he was from class 10.
Oh,
So working all the while and making a fantastic job out of it, creating something brilliant out of it, but at the same time balancing studies. Now, this balance is also something that they need to learn, so we try to
this
give
is
them
also a
that.
big learning. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are
You got to
still
be
learning that.
strict and
Hmm, hmm.
lenient at the right, it has to be a
Absolutely.
right
True.
mix basically.
True. True. True.
And it's never a homogeneous mix.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Never.
Okay. Moving off from reading, speaking, etc. What advice would you give to the students who want to improve their writing skills?
If you want to improve your writing skills, I would always say that read whatever you get in front of you. You get a pamphlet, read it. You get
Mm,
a book, read it. Write short sentences. Do not write long sentences,
hmm.
because by the time you move on to the second part of the sentence, you have already messed up with the tenses and all. So it's
Right.
very difficult to get back to the former part of it and then change the latter also accordingly. So I think
Reading
write
is very
shorter
important.
sentences, reading, and do not use flowery language.
Yeah.
Write simple,
Simple
lucid,
sentences.
spontaneous language. Use that, okay? And Chat GPT is something
My God.
where, I mean, use it, but
They are
even then you got
replacing
to
their
use.
sentences with ChatGPT. That's not
Yeah,
right.
but then, Shumogna, I just tell them that even when you draft your prompts, you have to be smart enough to draft proper prompts. For that, you need good
Right.
command over English. Okay, so at
True.
least work for that. Use ChatGPT. See, we cannot negate the use of AI. We have to hold hands
True.
and work
But
together.
use it. Don't replace your creativity with ChatGPT. Take help
See,
from AI.
exactly, that's what I tell them, that the moment you are replacing it, the moment you're
You're
using
replacing
um,
yourself.
very plain and common prompts, everybody knows it's an AI generated text. If you have to make it hectic, if you have to make it look realistic, real, genuine, then work on your prompts in such a manner so that it gives you exactly what you're asking it for.
For
So
that, you
even
need
while
to
working
know
your prompts,
what.
there also
Correct. You
English
need to. Huh,
properly, what
right.
you express correctly, write
True.
correctly. So that is something that writing basically, and then reading up what you have written and then writing it again is something which will eventually, and not giving up on writing,
Not
not
giving up.
giving up on reading,
You have to be a
because
committed
it
writing and reading.
yeah, it can't,
Writer
it is
and reader.
not
Sorry.
something which will give you instant gratification. It's a process.
Yeah.
A skill is a process. A life skill is a process. So it
True.
has to be that way. It can't be any other way.
True. Which books or authors would you recommend every student should read at least once? You were recommending one to me the last day.
Aha. But that I would not recommend to a first time reader.
Okay.
That is for a seasoned reader.
Okay. Right.
Um,
Right. Mhm.
yeah. So I think I was recommending Elena Ferrante to you.
Yes.
The Neapolitan novels. There are four in the series, and you better
Wow.
start with it because you're going to thank me so much.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And
I would believe.
the other one, I was telling you about again, Elena Ferrante. It's The
Mhm.
Lying Life of Adults.
Mhm.
Okay, I tell them that read classics. You
Okay.
know, some classics are like they are the forever
For
things.
example.
Um, I would always request the young readers, the young adults, not young readers, the young adults,
Mm-hmm.
to read Wuthering Heights once.
Mm, okay, right.
The passion, the
They
rawness
should
of love,
taste that. True.
yeah, the emotion that comes,
And how
that unfurls
beautifully is
itself.
feeling
Yeah,
drafted in words.
yeah,
Oh
and
God,
it's like a gushing of a waterfall. You know,
absolutely.
it falls like a
So
cascade.
raw.
So raw, and the rivalry is in its rawness. You
Right.
know,
Right.
so that is something that I would always request people. I would always request a young girl to read a book called My Feudal Lord by Tehmina Durrani.
Okay.
You know, if you have to derive the strength of character, read that book.
Great.
And it's an autobiography, it's no fiction.
Okay.
Okay, and the flavor that it brings on your table, that
Mhm.
also there are so many books again, so many. I mean, you pick up the Holocaust,
Hmm.
the
Oh my
Holocaust
God.
genre books,
Yeah.
the Reader, for example,
Hmm.
All the Light You Cannot See, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Okay, so many actually. Then Love in the Times of Cholera. So
Oh yeah, this is
all
good.
these, yeah, The Atonement, The
I didn't
Atonement.
read that.
These, please read and do watch the movie also.
Okay.
But read it.
I
Reading,
want
I
to read
mean,
it first.
yeah,
Yeah.
The Atonement. These are books which will stay with you like forever,
Mm.
forever and ever and ever. And the recent one that I am reading right now is this one. Um, I don't
Not
know whether
visible.
it's very much visible.
Visible, no.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, this one. This is
However, name
Mother
it.
Mary. Mother
Okay.
Mary Comes to Me
Okay.
by Arundhati Roy. Oh,
Oh,
it's it.
Arundhati Roy,
Yeah,
Chitra
it's like,
Devakaruni Banerjee. These
oh
people, they
yes,
so connect to
yes,
you.
yeah,
I love
yeah, yeah,
them. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni, and uh,
Kavita Khan. Did you
even
read Kavita Khan?
yeah, I did. Even Jhumpa Lahiri, for
Oh, right.
example,
Yes.
and
Sai
uh,
Swarupa, this new writer, she's really. You should try her.
okay, I haven't.
Sai Swarupa
Also,
Iyer.
Chimamanda Adichie.
I didn't
Um,
read her.
uh, read. It's like beautiful.
Okay.
Um, half of, I think, Americano. Then half of the Yellow Sun. I think Purple Hibiscus. These are
You're going
few
to
that
type
I've
these
read.
things to me over WhatsApp. Please do.
Yeah, I will. I will just remind me, and I will do so.
I would
So these are books which I think
help you
one
heal,
falls in.
maybe.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. You kind of instantly connect.
Different,
You kind of,
different
there's
perspectives.
one writer, very few people know about him,
Okay.
is Shorendra Shekhar Hashta. Have you heard of him?
No, no, no. I'm so sorry.
Acha. He is from Jharkhand. He
Okay.
himself is a tribal leader.
Okay.
I think he was in the parliament also. I'm not very sure, but yeah, he wrote a particular book on the practice of witchcraft
Wow, I
in
would
the
love
villages
to
of,
read that.
yeah, it's called The Mysterious Ailment of Rupi Baske. I'll send
Is
you
it
the name.
fictitious or actually about witchcraft?
No, it is fictitious,
Hmm.
but it has the true essence, which is still
Okay.
seen in the remote villages of West Bengal,
All
Jharkhand,
right.
and Orissa.
Okay.
Okay, so that
I
is
want to read
the
that.
book. Yeah, that is the book. The Mysterious Ailment of Rupi Baske. It'll give you that instant feeling that okay, I've done something, read something, I know
Yeah.
something.
You suddenly
That,
live a maze of things in those few days that you are so much into it.
yeah, yeah. And I'm a very weird reader. When
Okay.
people used to struggle with Thomas Hardy, I loved that man.
Really?
I seriously, I love his Jude the Obscure. I don't know. People make faces at me when they say Tess of the
Okay.
D'Urbervilles. Okay,
It's all
Mayor of
right.
Casterbridge, Far from the Madding Crowd. I mean, I'm an absolute Hardy fan.
It's okay. Come on.
Yeah,
Isn't it
so
interesting?
I like the fallen woman genre a lot,
Hmm.
a lot.
Okay. Moving a little off track, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Mental health has been a vulnerable realm of every individual nowadays.
True.
They are unable to deal with stress, peer pressure, career highest. What is your take about that? What do you think about it? Since we just talked about books, that took me to this realm, and we should talk about it. How should they deal with it? They are just children.
We should deal with it. They shouldn't. They are children.
They are
It's our
smarter than us.
responsibility. No, it's our responsibility to hold their hands at the
Oh,
right point of
right.
time. So
We
that
do.
way we
But
should
is
we
that
should deal with
enough?
it. The idea is parents, please stop too much of pampering.
Okay.
Give them a hard way of life where they
Mm.
do not feel entitled to anything and everything.
Mm.
They need to understand that there are certain things that they need to earn,
Right.
right?
We did it
So
in that
that,
way. That's why we
yeah,
never, I wouldn't say we never went through mental ailments, but now it's so crowded, it's so populated within
yeah.
us.
Yeah,
We
and
had to earn
also
our
at
living.
that right time, right moment, if you do not appreciate your child, fine, for whatever
Also,
reason, acknowledge whatever good, bad,
true,
ugly they have done, and the schools also need to acknowledge it.
true.
You know, good, bad, ugly. Parents should trust the way the
Trust.
school runs. Parents should trust the school that they are putting their children into.
Mm,
Just like they are parents, they are loving their child and chastising them for the right reasons. The school also needs to do the same.
true,
It's not like hitting a child is good or insulting a child is good. It's not that, but it's important to make uh, that clear line visible that this is what is right and this is what is not right.
true.
I'm not saying this is good and this is bad. There's nothing
Right.
good and there's nothing bad, but there's always something that is right and something that is not right, and make
Draw the
truth,
line somewhere.
yeah, and uh make the
Very
students,
true.
make the little ones understand what truth is. Truth is three-dimensional. There is your truth, there is my truth, and there is the truth.
And you have to
Okay?
wear wear, be in the heels of all the three truths.
Yeah,
So
otherwise you
pathetic.
don't understand what you are doing, which
True.
role you are taking up. So if you are clear in your mind
Hmm.
about what you should do and what you shouldn't do, or even if you are confused, a particular year, giving them a particular patient year can
Hmm.
help them come out of that distress. It's
Rigidity won't
sometimes,
help. Absolutely.
no, sometimes I've seen students don't want advice. They just
Hmm.
want, ma'am, could you
A
please
year.
listen?
Right. They need
Just
a year.
listen. So sometimes I just sit with them somewhere if they have to talk to me, because they do talk to me a lot. I think English
We are
teachers and
language
Hindi teachers,
teachers.
language teachers,
We
yeah, so
always
they
are
do,
dears.
they will always
All the
come
other
out
teachers
after the
too,
bell
indeed.
rings.
But
Yeah.
right.
And ma'am, if you have time, could I share something with you?
Hmm.
Yes. And that rings the bell. Okay. So this boy needs to be heard or this girl needs to be heard.
Yeah.
So you sit and you listen. Sometimes you just listen, you don't talk. You let him do all the talking, let her do all the talking, and you just listen. In that venting out also, there is
It
so
eases them
much
a
of
lot.
catharsis happening in that
So
process.
true.
So that is, I think, very, very important. And mental health is not a
Communication.
taboo. Mental health is as real as your physical ailments, as your
Right.
physical health is important. So validate it and don't judge it. Acknowledge, even if you can't appreciate.
Don't
Acknowledge, acknowledge,
isolate and live.
acknowledge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Again, like throughout all ages, throughout all ages. Little child, a middle schooler, a young adult, and even teachers,
Mm.
even management for that matter,
Mm.
acknowledge. If something good is being done, acknowledge. Something bad is being done, a feedback. Okay. So
Absolutely.
that if you communicate nicely and wisely and in the right manner, I think a lot is taken care of in that particular way. So venting
Thank you.
out is very, very important, and channelizing that energy into some kind of an optimistic sunshine
Mm.
is Hobbies are to be prioritized. Why do you think
Yes.
there are so many mental health issues coming up? Because nowadays children do not have hobbies. They're always tied up to these four poles
They're
of
stifling
academics,
themselves
career,
into this.
yeah, and fame and peer pressure. These are the four poles that they are tied up to. There is no scope for hobbies. Our hobbies to care of our mental health.
True.
Okay, even today, if I'm very angry or if I'm very upset, I would dance and it would just
Wow.
flow out
This
with that
helps a
energy.
lot. True.
Yeah,
Just the hands
I,
and the legs and the,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that does
I'm very
everything.
happy, I'll sing a song.
Move your
I'm very
limbs.
sad, I'll
Hmm.
sing a song. And it kind of cools me down, it kind of calms me down from within. We adults also feel a rush of
Right.
impulses,
Oh,
right?
yes.
It's not that we are mature, so our mental health has been taken care
Not
of. No,
possible.
that's not possible. Till the last day of your life, you will keep on facing uncertainties. Life doesn't become good after this particular point of time. You never know where the next bend is. So you have to align your body accordingly and move it along, and it just works out fine at the end.
Thank you. You took us to a porch of empathy, sensibility, literature, storytelling, yourself in summary. Thank you so much.
Yeah, may such days come a lot more, and it's such
Amen.
a always a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh,
Always,
thank
always.
you. We share a vibe. There has to
Yeah,
be
we do.
something.
We do. It's kind of that
Otherwise,
energy that matches.
true.
And I think the universe aligns energies accordingly. So I do
We
believe
choose,
in a
huh?
lot
We
of
some in our
spirituality.
lifetime, right? We
We
would
do. We
choose
do.
ourselves.
We do. True.
So
So
we have to come
that's,
to a culmination. This brings
yeah.
to the end of today's episode. Keeping all the informalities aside, with the formality of big thanks to you, ma'am, for making English
Any
sound
day.
so rich, so engaging. English is all about, it's not only a language, it is a form of expression, it's a form of love, in short.
True.
And we are
It
grateful to
is.
have you enlighten us
Thank you.
in this literary maze.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful feeling for me as well. It's like getting a connection established.
True.
So it works fine for me. You call me any day, I'll be happy to come and talk.
I read things from your status. It's always so, it's flushing with empathy, sensibility, sensitivity, everything. Every other status, every other porch has a lesson to take or to share.
Thank you.
I love
Thank you.
you
And
so
all
much.
of it matches the vibe of my heart. And strangely enough, it's never that I look
Thanks
for
for
them.
sharing them.
It just comes to me. And
Oh,
I think, okay, this is what I was looking for. Great,
don't
thank you.
we? Yeah. And then a screenshot and sharing helps.
Yeah,
And people
yeah,
would peekaboo.
exactly.
And then, yeah.
True, 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 true. It's always like that. It's always like that.
So,
People,
yeah.
books, coffee, energy, they
Oh,
always match.
yeah, joy. Such good bond of creating this group of
True.
three of this, however. So, yeah, drawing a culmination to this episode, we'll be back soon with more conversations that matter. The conversation
Yes.
may end here, but the story of learning continues. Signing off from
Thank you. Thank you
QuillBees.